Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Fox, a Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of May, 2023. I hope everyone is doing well and safe, wherever you may be around the world. This evening we're going to join the Pilot Club for their weekly GA Tuesday style event. However, I have modified their suggested route significantly to accommodate our aircraft this evening. The original route was about 220 nautical miles. That was just a bit too far for us to be able to fly this evening. So I knocked it down to about 90 nautical miles. I've got us at Joe Foss Field in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we are going to head south to an airport that I've never even heard of up until today. Wayne Municipal. And apparently there's a real-world fly-in that happens there every year that we're going to check out some details on here in a minute. But that is essentially our flight today. So let's real quick go ahead and jump in and do a quick weather briefing. And we'll just do this right here in ForeFlight. Makes it real nice and convenient. STW222, Stephen, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope your flight's going well. Alright, so let's just send this route over to our flights. Actually, I'll probably just arriving the same as the Pilot Club. I'm coming in from the north, and I believe there's an arrival that they have in their briefing that we'll check out here in a little bit. If that's the case, I'll fly south and then come back up north and join their arrival. But right now, I'm departing about 90 nautical miles north of Wayne. Let me delete this real quick. I'm going to modify this altitude. Let's take a look at our altitude, see how high we want to fly. Minimum elevation figure, we got 2600, 2000, 2300. And we're heading, I guess it's technically west still. Nice, nice. Flew to the starting airport in a stole tail dragger. What are you flying? What model? So we look at our minimum elevation figures. We're 2300, 2600, and we're heading west. So we're odd. We're even plus 500. We could do 4,500. We could keep it low at 3,000. Let's just say 3,000. I have heard of that one. That one's for MSFS, if I recall. I think that one came out right around the time Arkansas was going on last year. Although it might have been updated recently. Okay, so 3,000 it is. So let me go ahead and fix this altitude here. We don't want to use this one. I'm going to use this one. We're going to make this 3,000. Alright, now let's send this over to our flights. And before we do that, let's take a look at weight and balance. So you and I on board with our bags in the back seat, nothing in our luggage compartment. Gives us a total takeoff weight of 1,991 pounds. And that does keep us within our flight envelope, and that actually puts us in the utility category today. Okay, now we can send this over to our flights page here in ForeFlight. Hope everyone's doing well, having a decent Tuesday. And here we have, let's see, Foxtrot Sierra Delta to Lima Charlie Golf. That looks correct. And let's click this briefing button and go over all of our pertinent flight information before we actually make the flight this evening. Okay. Surface prognostic chart. Don't see any sort of detrimental weather in the area there. No high or low pressure system. METARs. Departure METAR, we've got winds at 180 at 9 knots. The scattered cloud layer at 8,500 feet. Temperature 29er, dew point 11. So that's a pretty decent spread. Temperature dew point spread. And then en route, we look at our en route METARs. I don't see anything standing out right now that I am overly concerned about. I don't see any sort of broken or overcast in any of the route METARs that are current. Good visibility across the board. And then our destination, it looks the same. Right. Coincidentally, our destination does have a broken layer of 9,000 feet. So that'll be our ceiling if that doesn't lift. But the other thing it could do is drop. So we need to keep that in mind. But with our 90 nautical miles, I think we'll get there just fine. Take a look at our cloud coverage. Don't see anything significant there as far as cloud layers. Surface winds, visibility, and precipitation. Looks like there may be some storms out towards the west there. Terminal area forecast. These are important. This is what potentially could happen during our flight. So at our departure field, and this one came out maybe a half hour ago, 7:22. We got 23:22 Zulu. Looks like starting at midnight through apparently all day. Winds are 160 at 6 mile visibility. And I don't see anything detrimental there either. I don't see any broken or overcast cloud layers that they're calling for. they're calling for a scattered layer at 25,000 feet. But that's still way ahead of when we're going to land. Wind chart. This is where I look at you and I say, wind. And these symbols actually do mean something, and these numbers actually do mean something. It actually indicates a speed and a direction. This one's kind of cool. I like this one. Kind of tells you wind speed and direction en route. It's got your top of climb, and then en route, and then top of descent in there. So it's kind of a neat chart. Winds aloft. We're flying at 3,000 feet. Looks like we can kind of anticipate winds to be out of the south between 148 and 171 at 13 to 14 knots. So we're probably going to have a bit of a headwind as we make our way down there. Departure NOTAMs. Lots of obstructions. Alright, taxiway. Taxiway. Okay, so not standard taxiway markings. So it doesn't. They may not have taxi signs there. Not standard. Lots of NOTAMs that fall under the category of aerodrome. Destination NOTAMs doesn't look like anything. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't see anything there that's going to interrupt our flight either. En route navigation NOTAMs, and we're VFR, but we should look at these just to see if, there's any VORs that may be out that we plan to use. There were a couple of VORs that appear to be decommissioned or not maintained, but we're not utilizing VOR today, so that'll be alright. En route communication NOTAMs, this is what we'd consider to be a known ATC delay. So if there was a issue with ATC, or some sort of a tower was down somewhere, something like that would be in here in en route communication NOTAMs. En route runway, taxiway, apron, EDs, FDCs. This is basically everything else. And there's a whole lot of stuff here that a lot of it has to do with helicopter pilotage. ARTCC NOTAMs. It's amazing the amount of information that you can pull right here directly from ForeFlight, as opposed to going to 3 or 4 multiple different sources to access the information. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go. You and I on board with our gear. Let's see, let's clear that. So Your bag in the back, my bag in the back, and you and I up front. You know, we're not gonna do this. We're getting down to crunch time, and we already kind of did weight and balance in flight here. We know that we're good. So we did our weather briefing. Let's head over to the plane. We'll go ahead and open up the pilot club. We're gonna go ahead and join the pilot club briefing once we're in the aircraft, and go from there. Alright, we'll see you over at the plane in just a moment.
Order 125. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Alright, real quick, without delay, I'm a couple minutes late. You might have missed some of it. But let's hop into Discord and get to the Pilot Club briefing and see what's going on. Okay.
Plane or take a look at our maps and see and have an idea of where you might be. I think that's it for the admin. Does anyone have any questions and or comments for the admin section? All right.
I wonder if I can do
Okay,
it
so
like
tonight's
this.
flight is WayneAmerica. Here we do have our flight plan here. We do.
I wonder if we can try it like this.
So a lot of the references will be based on these charts here. This right here is just gives you a decent idea of what the flight plan is. But this hopefully you would have taken time to read the standard briefing because that's like the in your face secret briefing because this is really the route that we're going to fly tonight. If you do want to do IFR, we do have a suggested route. You can do your own route, but this is here for you. We have two departures: Kansas City International and Charles B. Wheeler departure, and then we have the rest of the flight here. We'll talk about weather soon. For a bit of realism, we have our standard
That's what I want.
rules. We do have some Class Delta, Charlie, and Bravo airspace tonight. Kansas City and Charles Wheeler. We do have a number of Class Echo spaces, and we do have an Air Force base that we will be doing a touch and go in. For future events, I'll try not to do Air Force bases for touch and goes. That can be a little touchy, but we're doing it for this one. All right, so here is some details
Quick walk
on
around.
the actual real event. In their NOTAMs, they did say for calm winds that most likely runway 18 will be there preferred landing. It looks like 180 is the direction of the wind tonight, so most
Landing gear
likely
looks good.
we'll
No
expect
signs of
runway
oil
18
leaks.
to be open. So here is the official arrival coming from the south into their into their runway. And then we just have some information about the flight. So let me just switch over to the actual flight itself. And one of our guys did talk about this TFR that is, nope, didn't mean to do that. TFR that is active in the stadium. So I believe you guys are at Charles Wheeler, which is here. So be careful about this TFR on your left-hand side.
If I can add this real quick, according with this is according to the with a travel flight restriction. If we are taking off 19er, take off and do a right crosswind.
Okay, copy that. So I guess that'd be this one, right crosswind. So you'll be going this way, away from the stadium. Copy.
And that was 19 right, correct?
No, just 19er.
Green
So
on
I
the
think you
right.
said if you're
Strobe.
taking off 19, then you're going to make a right crosswind. Which will,
Oh, I was leaving off of I was leaving out of Kansas City International. There's 19er.
Taxi and landing light are
and
good.
Yeah,
Right on the left
Wheeler.
with
I
the
was talking
strobe.
about if you're at Wheeler.
White in the
okay,
rear.
cool.
Beacons working.
All right, so we luckily for us we do have a lot of roads and hopefully a lot of visual
tube is warm to the
cues for
touch.
us.
Let's
Cities,
get these
St.
loads off.
Joseph. We have some NDBs. We have a good amount of nav aids for us to use as we are making our way. We do have this what is this called? The wind farm that is here. We've got a couple of Class Cs, some more NDBs. We have this river here that is available to us.
Yeah, look how
We do
long
have this
that route
Class
is.
Charlie that's right here. We'll do a touch and go. Optional. Touch and goes are all optional, so it's up to you. And once we get to Fremont, nope, not once we get to Fremont because we still,
Baggage door
we still
secure.
have some more to go. Once we get to Wisner, that's what it is. Once we get to Wisner, then we'll follow the
Elevator.
arrival procedures into Wayne Municipal.
Rudder cables. Secure.
Okay, so let's quickly, let's jump into.
Hey Mark, can I interrupt you with a question?
What's up? Yep.
Is there a specific arrival procedure for anybody that may be coming in from the north?
Is there a specific arrival procedure for what?
For anybody that may be coming in from the north.
There is one in the north. I did not put it in this flight plan. It is a part of the Wayne. Sorry. If you look at my screen, they do have event. Which one is it? I think it is event info. WAIF pilot info. They do have some information
Alright,
for pilots.
so we need to brief that.
Because most of our based on this flight plan, we were all coming in from the south. That was the one that I did. But if you look at, it was a lot easier to find yesterday.
It was at the top of the screen of that last one, info download, and then that last page you wrote. If you just go forward,
I'll look it up. No worries.
Right here. Yeah, WAIF departure and arrival PDF. So from the north, so they do have a section from the north. Let me see here. Arrivals from the north, and there should be some text that goes along with it. Or there was.
Alright, I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and check that out.
Okay, no problem. Oh, here it is. Landing from the north, landing 36, and then from the north, landing runway 8. Okay. All right. Any other questions about the flight so far?
Alright, let's go ahead and try and brief that.
All right. So regarding weather, things seem to be good according to the G AirMet. There's like really nothing. There's nothing going on in that area at the time, and based on these winds are coming from the south, so we'll all have some tailwinds, and they seem pretty light at about 10 knots, so we should be good to go. Regarding NOTAMs, for those of you that are at MKC, runway 03 and 21 is closed, and for MCI, there's some closed taxiways, but nothing big. So with the other airport, I'm guessing most of you are probably taking 19. Actually, yeah, most of you are probably taking 19. This runway is closed. All right. Any
I saw
questions?
that on NOTAMs.
You saw that? Cool.
At least it's not as bad as St. Louis.
Say that again.
It's not as bad as St. Louis, where every single taxiway is closed.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So I think I am finished with briefing. If anyone has any questions. All right. You guys have fun. I'll see you at Wayne Municipal.
See you then.
Whoever gets there first, bring out the beer.
Bring out the beer.
Thanks, Mark. We'll see you there.
You're welcome, boss.
Go on, stay on me, stay on death.
All right. Okay. Let's finish our pre-flight walk around. Ailerons. Everything's good there. Fuel caps are installed and streamlined. I went ahead and filled up both wings. Alright, let's have a seat. Alright, well, again, welcome aboard Felicity. My name is Michael, and I will be your pilot this evening. And whether or not you and I have flown before, there are some quick safety rules that I am just going to go over. And we'll start with our seatbelts. Your seatbelt is going to fasten just like the seatbelt is in your car. You take the metal latch right here and you stick it inside of the metal buckle. You'll hear a firm click and your seatbelt is latched. And then to disable your seatbelt, to release it, you'll press the orange button right in the middle of the buckle, and just like in your car, that seatbelt will go ahead and release. The air vents, should you desire some additional and or less fresh air coming in, they can be adjusted to suit your needs by rotating them up or down or pushing them in or out. However, I am going to recommend you don't have them aimed directly at your face because that can interfere with the intercom audio, which I'll explain to you momentarily. But we also have heat should you get a bit too cool, but the heat control is on my side, so please just go ahead and let me know if you desire some cabinet heat. But with outside air temperature of about 80 degrees, hopefully that's not going to be the case. If the undesirable event, and the extremely highly unlikely event that there does happen to be a fire of sorts in the cabin, there is a fire extinguisher that's located directly behind you. Just clip it right in the back here. You just reach behind your seat, unclip it, you can pull it right out. Now the way this fire extinguisher works, I'm going to pass it over to you, and by pass, you're going to go ahead and pull this pin. You're going to aim at the base of the fire, you're going to squeeze this handle and sweep from side to side. Do you have any questions so far on the operation of the seat belts, the air vents, or the fire extinguisher? Excellent. Let's talk about our emergency exits. Our emergency exits are the same entrances that you use to get inside of the aircraft. The way these doors open, you just gently push them open, and they close the same way. You just gently pull them closed. Although, just like in a real Cessna, sometimes you have to pull up and close it. Any questions on operations of the door? Outstanding. Your headset goes just over your ears, just like a pair of earmuffs would, and your microphone is going to go directly in front of your lips. If you can't hear yourself talking, I cannot hear yourself talking. So that leads me to my next topic of talking. there is generally a right time and sometimes a not so good time to do some talking in the cockpit. If we're flying about and you do see an airplane up in the sky, please just go ahead and tell me, hey, I see an airplane on my right. Or if you prefer, if you're up to the nomenclature, I see an airplane on my 3 o'clock. I love to hear people saying that they see airplanes. However, if there's a time when I go like this, that just means I need you to remain silent, usually because I need to talk to ATC. Do you have any questions about anything we've discussed? A couple last minute things before we go ahead and get things started. If you do get uncomfortable while we're flying, should you feel the need to regurgitate, there are some air sickness bags in the pocket to your right. Please use the air sickness bags, and then we'll go ahead and get you on the ground just as soon as we can. One last final thing before we get going. You can feel free to slide your seat up, but please keep in mind that the controls that you see in front of you are also my controls. So please don't slide your seat up too far to where they would interfere with the pedals or that yoke that is sitting right in front of you. Okay. Since you don't have any questions, I don't have any questions for you. We'll go ahead and get things going. Takt time is 16.5. Alternate static air is off. So let's scoot our seat up here now so we can reach the rudder pedals and our flight controls. You can feel free to do the same. Just keep in mind that this yoke does come back about 9 inches. Okay, our seat is scooted up. Our avionics are off. Our autopilot's off. Carb heat is off. Mixture is going to go full rich. Throttle is slight. Let's go 3 on the primer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, primer is in and locked. Brakes are on. Clear prop. Oh, it looks clear on the left. You see anybody coming out? Okay, we are clear on the right. Yep, we're clear on the right. And we're clear up front. Okay, get our master on. And our beacon on. And let's go max to start. Here we go. Our oil pressure is in the green. And bear with me while I don't like when it does that. Okay, now our fuel is reflecting properly. I have found that if I adjust my fuel before I actually start the flight, once I've started the flight, I have to adjust the fuel again. I don't know what the deal is with that. So we have our fuel now. We do have oil pressure, oil temperatures coming up. Let's go ahead and turn our taxi line on so that we can be seen. And I believe that completes our start checklist. Done. Okay, that's good. We'll lean this out just a little bit while we're here on the ground. Okay, and now we're on our pre-taxi checklist. Seat belts. Yep, please go ahead and fasten your seatbelt now, and I would need you to keep your seatbelt fastened during taxi and our takeoff. Once we're at cruise, you may feel free to remove your seatbelt. However, for your safety, I am going to ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight should we encounter some unexpected turbulence. Okay, flaps are up. Avionics going on. See if we can grab some local weather.
Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta Airport information Echo 2356 Zulu weather wind 198 at 7 visibility 10 sky condition 8500 scattered temperature 27 dew point 12 altimeter 2998 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta Airport information Echo 2356 Zulu weather wind 198 at 7 visibility 10 sky condition 8500 scattered temperature 27 dew point 12 altimeter 2998 advise on initial contact you have information Echo
Alright,
Kilo
29908.
Foxtrot Sierra Delta Airport information Echo 2356 Zulu weather wind 198 at 7 visibility 10 sky condition 8500 scattered temperature 27 dew point 12 altimeter 2998 advise on initial contact you have information Echo
Alright. 198 at 7.
Kilo
Altimeter is 29908. Puts our field elevation right around 1400 and what is that? 30 feet roughly. And charted altitude's 1430 feet. Okay. So I'd say we've got some pretty accurate weather information. And winds were 19 or 8. So we are almost going to have a direct headwind. 11 knots headwind. Going to burn 9 gallons of fuel. Alright, let's go ahead and connect to the VATSIM network. Our oil temperature has come up. Then we'll go ahead and file a VFR flight plan. And this evening we're going to take the call sign Pilot Club 33. TPC 33. Connect. And now let's go ahead and file a VFR flight plan. Parking brake set. Call sign Pilot Club 33. We are VFR type 172. Lightweight category, slant golf. Yep, we are slant golf. We've got GPS on board. And our departure KFSD-KLCG. Off block time, we'll say 10 minutes or so. Altitude, we're filing 3,000 feet. Airspeed, figure 110. En route time, maybe 50 minutes. And fuel endurance was 5 hours and 15 minutes. Route details. I assume we're gonna go direct, but let's go ahead and take a look at our yeah, we'll probably just go direct. I guess we could use these airports as checkpoints. So that is 29. So 29 comes down, looks like it crosses over a river, or our flight line crosses over a river. So we can follow 29 down till the bend there, crosses over the river. We got a windmill farm here. It's about 15 miles. I know for a fact that I can generally have visual on those about 20 miles out. So we could possibly use that as a checkpoint as well. Alright. So, for all intents and purposes, VFR direct. Or just VFR actually. I'm not even going to put direct. We may not go directly in a straight line. Rated by the pilotclub.org. Okay, the flight plan is filed. Let's brief our arrival. Arrivals from the north, landing 18, which it sounds like that's what we're going to be doing. Flying directly to Wakefield. Then proceed south over Highway 35. Reporting points are Wakefield, Highway 35, and the junction. Follow Highway 35 west, so we're making a right turn. Making standard position reports. Traffic altitude pattern is 2432. Once on the ground and if able, exit right turn runway 18 at the 0523 intersection. We were met by a vehicle and directed to parking. Okay, arrivals from the north. Wakefield. Okay. So we're gonna follow. Arrivals from the north. 35 while continuing. Okay. So that ought to be simple enough. From Wakefield, we're coming down. To join a downwind. Okay, our oil temperature has come up. We filed our flight plan. Let's see what else we have to do here. We've got our avionics, got our altimeter set. Let's go ahead and set our transponder and set that to mode Charlie. ADS-B is tied into our navigational lights, so let's get those on. Radios will test momentarily. Taxi light is already on. Brakes will test on the roll, as well as our attitude and turn coordinator. But let's go ahead and set our heading indicator to compass while we're here. Okay. Do we have any overlying ATC coverage right now? Mississippi is at Missouri or Mississippi Center? Let's see. I'm not sure if we currently have. Maybe we do. Let's see. Montana, Idaho, South Dakota. I want to make sure. Okay, I think we've got overlying coverage because we are in a delta right now, and since we're in a delta and it's controlled, I want to make sure that I do get a takeoff clearance if that is the case. But that looks like that's going to be the case. Okay. So is it, I always get those confused. MSP. I want to say it's Mississippi Center. No, Minneapolis Center. Yeah, Minneapolis Center. And that is 133.4. Minneapolis Center. Okay. Guess I could have just looked there to confirm it. 133.4.
Minneapolis 9 departure. Radar record, go for that is filed. I maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 210 5 minutes after. Squawk 4242 Delta 1051. Delta 1051, read back correct information.
Alright, before we take off,
Echo
you have to
November
use the restroom.
shortly.
Are you sure?
Roger, we'll get November. Delta
This is your last chance. Okay, I'm going. I'll be back. Parking brake is set. I'm gonna walk that way.
Minneapolis Center, Cessna 5254 Delta. Flying, ready to taxi VFR, close traffic. Air 524 Delta, Minneapolis Center, what's your position on the field? I'm parking currently for 525 for Delta. Okay, which of the parkings are you at? Air 54 Delta. Elliott Aviation for 525 for Delta. I'm sorry, you're in which aviation? Elliott Aviation for 525 for Delta. Air 525 for Delta, roger, runway 10 left. Correction, 10 right, taxi via Delta, Bravo, cross runway 28 right and 28 left, hold short of runway 36. 10 right via Delta, Bravo, cross 28 right and 28 left, and hold short of 18 for 525 for Delta.
DreamNode, hello my friend. Welcome.
Minneapolis Center, good afternoon. Reach 3339er is IFR. I'm doing a flight deviation. I'm descending at a flight level 20,000 for 15, requesting approach for Epley Airfield. Reach 339er, Minneapolis Center, say position. Reach 3339er is 20 miles southeast of Papa Whiskey Echo VOR. Stand by. Alright, if your call sign is going to be reach 3339er, advise you're on the network is 339er. Minneapolis Center, Challenger, 98 Papa, vacated runway 32 at Delta Alpha Lima to the ramp, please. November 98 Papa, as requested. Good night. Thanks for that. Good night. Reach 339er, squawk 7007. Squawk 7007, reach 3339.
Minneapolis Center, November 8033, correction, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 33, Minneapolis Center.
Good evening, Type 172 Slant Golf, parked at Signature at Foxtrot Sierra Delta with the numbers VFR to the south, please.
Pilot Club 33, give a runway preference for departure.
If I take a preference, we'll go ahead and take runway 21, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 33, runway 21, taxi, route at pilot's discretion, advise holding short.
Runway 21, via discretion, will advise holding a short, Pilot Club 33.
Delta 1051, ready for push and start. Push and starts at your own discretion, sir. Thanks, 1051.
Runway 21, what's the best way to get there?
Reach 339er, Minneapolis, reset transponder, squawk 6314. 6314, reach 3339.
That looks good.
And again, if you want to go by 3339er, you have to disconnect and reconnect. Sorry, sir, what am I saying for VATSIM here? You're saying 3339er, delete one of the threes.
Treatment, I agree. Was the easiest taxi clearance? My discretion. So we'll go Foxtrot Bravo. Then we'll do our run up when we get down there. M. Stein, yes, we are on VATSIM. Joining the Pilot Club for one of their events, but I kind of modified their route. So we are joining their fly-in, but from a different direction.
Reach 339er, radar contacts.
Okay, parking
Fly
brake
at
off.
0 miles south of the Omaha VOR. Fly present heading, maintain 17,000. Vectors off at airport. Okay, fly present heading, maintain, descend and maintain. Sorry, sir, I'm at indicated 15,000. Okay, maintain 15,000. Say that again, reach 339er. Maintain 15,000. Maintain 15,000 and expect vectors to Epley, reach 339er. Sorry, do you want Epley or Offutt? Epley, reach 339. Reach 339er, roger.
Yep, we took our Pilot Club call sign this evening.
This is Pilot Club 510 plus Pilot Club 4687. With you.
That's how old I am with the Pilot Club. I'm Pilot Club 33. That's how.
Pilot Club 510 Minneapolis, VFR, correct?
That's how old I am with the Pilot Club.
Pilot Club 510, maintain VFR, squawk 6365. 6365 for Pilot Club 510, and let you know we are doing a flight with Pilot Club 4687, I believe.
If I was doing a flight, I'd definitely want to know who I was flying with. Like, if there's a flight that needs to be coordinated, ahead of time, I'd want to know who it is I'm flying with.
Oh, it's 4673.
Unless he meant just a general flight, not like a flight of two.
Pilot Club 510 flight, roger, maintain VFR. Maintain VFR. For Pilot 510. And Minneapolis Center reached 339er. That descending altitude was for 5,000?
15,000.
Reach 339er, descend and maintain 13,000.
13,000.
13,000, reach 339er.
Minneapolis Center, Cessna 5254 Delta is holding short of runway 18.
Cessna 5254 Delta, cross runway 18, hold short of runway 10 right.
Taking 18 and holding short of 10 right for 54 Delta.
Reach 339er, contact Omaha approach 120.1. On to approach 120.1, sorry for the intro, reach 339er. Minneapolis below, Delta 9899 on the ground in Minneapolis, requesting clearance to Omaha. Delta 9899 Minneapolis, no flight plan. Just send it again, let us know if you don't get it. Delta 9899 Minneapolis Center, clear to the Omaha Airport for ski 3 departure. Then as filed, climb via CITIX at maintain 7,000. Departure this frequency, squawk 5220. 7,000 initial 5220, Delta 9899. Delta 9899, heavier back correct, runway 12 right.
Alright, check out here, point this way, do a quick run up.
17's available if you don't rip up the carpet. ATIS says 30s, but we'll take the 12s. That should have been updated, but I guess not. We've got November on board, that says 30, left, right, and 17. How convenient, Oscar's now current. We'll go grab it, thanks, Delta 9899. Delta 1051, ready for taxi.
Okay, run up checklist, brakes are on, fuel is on both, trim.
Aircraft calling, say again, please.
Set for takeoff.
Delta 1051, ready for taxi.
Flight controls, down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator, rudder, true and responsive. Mixture's gonna go input as power, timer is in and locked.
Right, correction, 12 left, taxi via Papa across runway 4.
Here we go, 1600.
12 left via Papa across 4, Delta 1051.
Left mag, there's our drop. Right mag, there's a drop. And let's get our carb heat on. There's a drop there. Instructions in the green, oil pressure and oil temperature both in the green. We've got good fuel flow. Okay, let's go ahead and idle back. Check our throttle friction. Feels good.
Club 510 flight, squawk 6355. I think,
2-1 final
so
clear.
I am 6355 instead of 6365, copy. Do you want both aircraft to do it? Negative. You as the primary, keep your transponder on. The other aircraft can keep their transponder off. Copy, 6355 for a transponder, for Pico 510.
Minneapolis Center, Pilot Club 33.
Pilot Club 33, Minneapolis Center.
Holding short runway 21, I'm at Foxtrot Sierra Delta, and can I coordinate flight following with you?
Pilot Club 33, flight following. Yeah, stand by. Pilot Club 33, squawk 6364 on departure. Fly runway heading. Runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Squawk 6364, departure runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 21, Pilot Club 33. Okay.
Minneapolis Center, Cessna 525 for Delta, it's pulling short, runway 10 right, ready for departure.
Cessna 5254 Delta, right close traffic approved, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff at 5 midfield downwind.
For takeoff on 10 right for right close traffic, and I'll announce when I'm downwind for 525 for Delta.
8,900 feet remaining.
Air 5254 Delta, it's midfield downwind. Midfield downwind for 525 for Delta.
This is a big runway. Alright, winds are 19-ish, 1904-ish, full power.
Minneapolis Center,
Happy
number 2,
beat with
take
the
a Mike,
rudder to maintain center.
6,527 miles to the south of the Offutt Air Force Base, inbound, touch and go. Number 2, Tango Mike, Minneapolis Center, squawk 6311, maintain VFR.
Airspeed's coming alive.
Maintain VFR, squawk 6311,
Let's
Tango
rotate.
Mike.
Positive rate.
Minneapolis, good evening, you're kind of a 3-1 Alpha, heavy
A
wind.
little bit of wind correction in, so we stay over our runway. Let's climb out at 80 miles per hour.
Is there Canada 3-1 Alpha, correct? Confirmed. Canada 3-1 Alpha, Minneapolis Center, good evening. Club 33 radar contact, maintain VFR, Seafalls altimeter 29908, proceed on course.
Maintain VFR 998 on course, Pilot Club 33.
Delta 1051 short, 12 left for departure. Delta 1051, fly heading 090, runway 12 left, clear for takeoff. Heading 090, clear for takeoff, 12 left, Delta 1051.
Heading 179.
2 Tango Mike, contact Omaha approach 120.1. 20.1, 2 Tango Mike, we'll see you later.
So this is South Dakota. Let's climb up to 3,000 feet, level off here. Get up to cruise. Hope everyone's had a good Tuesday. I want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out for a bit this evening.
Minneapolis, I'm on 4347, all about Minneapolis, looking for clearance to Delta Charlie Alpha. Envoy 3487, Minneapolis Center, clear to the Washington Reagan Airport, Colt 7 departure, Dallas transition, then as filed. Climb via aesthetics that maintains 7,000, squawk 6772.
Alright, let's level off here, hang out at 3,000 feet, trim for this.
Envoy 3487 clear, Delta Charlie Alpha, Colt 7, Dallas, climb via aesthetics 7,000, squawk 6772. Club 510, flight of 2, contact Omaha Bridge 120.1. 120.1, over to approach, see ya. Envoy 3487, read back direct runway 12 or 12 right or 17, your choice, advisory for taxi. We'll expect 17, and it does say 17, we find it's closed. Oh, interesting. Do you have Avis Oscar?
Direct is 185.
Alright, I will go talk to my ATM. Minneapolis Center, so 525 for Delta, midfield downwind for 10 right. 525 for Delta, roger, runway 10 right, clear for the option, and turn your transponder on, please. Accept the option, and I'll do that for 525 for Delta. Minneapolis Delta 9899, South Delta Hangar, ready for taxi. Club 33, reset transponder. Squawk 6343.
Reset transponder, squawk 6343, Pilot Club 33.
Delta 9899, heavy runway 12 right, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 4 at Alpha. We're at the South Delta hangars by Sierra. Oh, that's where you are. Okay, runway 12 right, taxi via... Let me dig into my map here, stand by. Sierra Charlie Whiskey, imagine that. Alright, Sierra Charlie Whiskey, and we'll cross runway 4, Delta 9899. Delta 1051 radar contact, climb maintain, flight level 210, clear direct Duluth VOR.
Direct Duluth VOR, 210, Delta 1051.
Ground speed right now is 98, and we're indicating 115 miles per hour. We do have that significant headwind. Smitty Papa, is there a pilot club event at MSP? I don't think there's an event, a pilot club event at MSP. Their GA Tuesday fly-in is into LCG, Lima Charlie Golf. So they may just be utilizing the services, the ATC. I have not heard. Okay. Alright, John. I have not heard of an actual event at MSP this evening. I think maybe some aircraft might have been departing out of there. I heard you come in.
Canada 311.
Yes, sir.
Canada 311, go ahead.
It's always nice to hear familiar voices on the network.
Canada 311, climb and maintain flight level 360.
360 Air Canada 311.
Minneapolis, citizen 5254 Delta is on Foxtrot. Would like to go back for another. 254 Delta, Roger. Runway 10 right, taxi here at Palace Discretion. Advise short of runway 10 right. Go ahead. Palace Discretion and notify you when holding short of 10 right, 54 Delta.
.1 nautical miles to our destination. We need to add a few because we have this particular arrival we need to fly.
Minneapolis Center, King Air 416 Bravo Whiskey is in your area now. I'm at about 10 miles south of Shenandoah, Minnesota. Looking to get flight following up to Wayne. Air 416 Bravo Whiskey, Minneapolis Center. Looks like you're about to enter Omaha's airspace. You can give them a call, 120.1. Yeah, off to approach. Thanks for the TC 6 Bravo Whiskey.
I'm not sure if my ortho is in question, or if it's really just this flat out here.
Alaska City, 4,500. We'll be flying through the Omaha Custom Charlie on the way to Wayne.
Club 1496 Minneapolis Center, squawk 6363 and maintain VFR.
Okay, so
6363, maintain VFR, flight club 146.
Can definitely hear something in the background, just FYI. I think it's ducks. Minneapolis now, 3487 spot, gate, Echo 15, I'm gonna push on it, Delta. 3487, push on the Delta's approved. Push on the Delta is approved, 3487.
okay.
Minneapolis Center, good evening, Pilot Club 1013.
So it looks like
is approximately 10 miles to the north, St. Joseph.
Some people were departing Kansas City International.
VOR.
Some people departing Charles Wheeler.
5 o'clock, 1013, Minneapolis Center. They could give you flight following. It'd only be about 10 miles, and I'm sure Omaha's not going to be able to accommodate that. Roger that.
Yeah, so I imagine...
Minneapolis Center, system 5254 Delta's falling short of 10 right, ready for departure.
I imagine there's a bunch of pilots in the airspace.
Right, close traffic approved, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff. Close traffic approved for, and clear for takeoff for 10 right, 525 for Delta.
Alright, how are we looking? 3,000 feet, still on heading. 66 miles to go.
Delta 1051, descend at House Discretion, maintain 10,000, Duluth altimeter 3009er.
I know I've already said this before, but by disabling all of my ground vehicles, disabling all the cars on the road, really helped out with the performance.
Delta 747, Chicago is closed, frequency change approved. Delta 747, good day.
They're cool and all, but I really don't need to see the traffic moving on the road. I'd rather save those resources.
Delta 9899 approaching 12 right, ready for departure. Delta 9899 heavy, fly runway heading, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff. Delta 9899 heavy.
Yeah, it's really helped out.
Canada 311, clear right to Minot.
I can actually fly around Boston and get over 30 FPS.
Direct to Minot, Air Canada 311.
And it used to be less than 20. Well, you can change the value, right? You don't have to zero them out like I did. You can just reduce the quantity of them. It's just a text file. It's your settings file in the resources folder. Just tread lightly in there. Just search for the line item cars, and you'll find 5 entries that have to do with cars, and it'll give you a different number based on what your rendering settings is. So if you did what I did and zero them all out, no matter how far you draw your rendering, it's not going to draw any additional vehicles. So you can play with the numbers and reduce them, get rid of them, increase them. I wouldn't increase them. Well, we've crested 103 along the ground, indicating 120.
Delta 1051, we expect the ILS runway 9er.
Delta 1051, expect ILS runway 9er approach to Duluth.
Practice 1051.
Minneapolis Center, Cessna 525 for Delta is at midfield downwind for 10 right. Cessna 525 for Delta, runway 10 right, cleared for the option. The option for 10 right, 525 for Delta. Delta 9899 out of 2,500, climbing 7,000. Delta 9899, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 340, clear right Rummel, resume the Orski departure. 340, direct Rummel, and we'll resume the departure, Delta 9899.
Alright. Let's do some clearing
Minneapolis
turns.
aircraft information, Foxtrot and Alpha now current, correction, Foxtrot and Papa now current.
Alright, we are on a cardinal heading pretty much. Let's go ahead and go 90 degrees to the left.
Kansas City,
90 degrees to the
21,
right.
12 state, citizen 172.
With my left wing, that looks clear.
Aircraft 21 to 12, Minneapolis Center, good evening. Say again.
clear left. Don't see any traffic.
Club 2112,
Clear
Minneapolis
right,
Center.
with my right wing.
Minneapolis Center, Club 2112 for Wayne Municipal. Request follow. Club 2112. Club 2112, squawk 6325. Maintain VFR. Expect termination at the boundary. Squawk 6235, Club 2112.
Roll out. Alright, I think we're clear. We'll do some steep turns. Let's get up to maneuvering speed.
Yeah, we'll say Envoy 347, information.
45 degrees to the left. Here we go. Left my left wing. We look clear.
47, runway 1
Put it
Charlie,
in.
taxi via Delta Alpha, cross runway 4 Alpha. 3817. Okay, runway 17, taxi via Delta Alpha, cross runway 4, hold short of runway 12 right. 17 Delta Alpha, cross runway 4, hold short of 12 right. Envoy 3487. Minneapolis Center, beginning of Sun Country 8767, flight level 360. Country 8767, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Snap it over. Back to the right. 45 degrees. Let's just put it right in.
Minneapolis Center, Pilot Club 1013. Sir, could you explain why flight following was not provided?
Club 1013, it's a change of controller. So I guess there's a misunderstanding between the controller and the R90 controller.
Roll out.
And to Wayne with everybody else. Alright, Club 1013.
Club 1013, dispense with the attitude, please. I'm trying to coordinate with R90. There are changing circumstances. Minneapolis Center says in the 5254 Delta is on Elliott, or on Echo, would like to go back to Elliott. Club 1013, if you want, contact Omaha approach 120.1. Good night.
120.1, thank you very much for the service. Pilot Club 1013.
And Minneapolis Center Delta 9899 Heavy, can we man our altitude go to 20,000 feet? I don't know what our dispatcher was doing with the plane. Says you wanted flight level 200? Yes, please, flight level 200 for Delta 9899. Delta 9899, climb and maintain flight level 200. Flight level 200 for our final Delta 9899, thanks.
Alright. I'm not gonna worry about doing another clearing turn.
Minneapolis Center says the 5254 Delta is on Echo and would like to go back to Elliott.
On stall.
5254 Delta, roger, taxi parking this frequency, good day.
So that we don't shoot up like a rocket.
Parking this frequency, 5.
We're gonna slow us up.
Thank you.
I'll pull the power back. Turn my carpet on. With the white arc, I'm going to put 10 degrees of flaps in. Okay, pitch for 80. We need to be descending like we're coming in for a landing. Okay, it's flaps 2. Full flaps.
Club 33 to Sioux City, altimeter 29er.
9er, Pilot Club 33. Alright, full power, we're going around.
Delta 1051, turn 10 degrees right, descend to maintain 5,000 vectors of final approach course. 10 degrees right, 5,000, Delta 1051.
There's the brake. Alright.
131. Correction, Delta 1051, got my headings wrong. Turn left heading 340.
Left to 340, 1051.
Let's get 10 degrees of flaps out.
Envoy 3487, hold short 12 right. Envoy 3487, cross runway 12 right, join whiskey, hold short of runway 17. Cross 12 right, join whiskey, hold short 17, 3487.
That's how they always look, even in the real aircraft. There's such a jagged, sharp change. Alright, we're back at 3,000, back at our cruising altitude. Back on heading. It just seems to be very flat out here.
Delta 1051, turn right heading 350.
350, 1051.
Yeah, sometimes I can tend to agree with that, based on some of the recent communication.
Envoy 3487, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Runway heading 17, clear for takeoff. Envoy 3487.
But, yeah, I don't, it is my channel. I support the Pilot Club very much. I really highly agree with everything that they do. Pilot Club has a lot of members. They have a lot of members in the Pilot Club.
Descend via the Bay Nature Ramble, runway 12 left transition, the Minneapolis Altimeter 3003.
And they're getting new members daily. It would seem sometimes. So with this newness comes
newness. We are about 30 miles northeast of Epley, leveled off at 4,500. 337 Juliet Bravo's on the landline, say again. We are about 30 miles to the northeast of Epley, and we're leveled off at 4,500. 7 Juliet Bravo, Minneapolis Center, roger, maintain VFR. Maintain VFR, 7 Juliet Bravo. 1051, that's a maintain 3,300.
Well,
3,300,
and I know, but even with the Pilot Club in general, in my experience in flying on the network, in particular with Pilot Club events, there's a vast array of experience levels. And everyone's always learning something, it would seem.
Boy 3487, 2347, radar contact.
They're actually in process of,
3200.
well, they have their private pilot
2347, Roger.
flight school.
Maintain flight level 350, clear at Colt, resume on navigation. 350 Colt, on nav, Alpha 3487.
Yep, I can agree with that too sometimes, John. Sometimes I can't help but think that it's, you know, just a young kid sitting in front of an Xbox. It doesn't take me long to listen to somebody on the network to realize if they're being, you know, genuine about, you know, participating in VATSIM or not. I am not sure exactly, but sometimes that's how I picture it. Last I heard, you can't connect the Xbox MSFS to VATSIM, but I don't know, honestly. But I can, without a doubt, say that 90% of my near incursions, I've been on a good flight at the pilot mode.
Charlie Airspace. 14986, Minneapolis Center, I don't control Omaha, contact Omaha approach 120.1. 120.1, couple Minneapolis Center, good evening. Frontier 2449, just to your southeast from Rotten intersection. Frontier Flight 3449. I'm sorry, say again the location, a lot of background noise there. Just west of your intersection, Rotten. Frontier Flight 3449, Minneapolis, squawk 6323.
That's outstanding, Epstein. That's excellent.
6323, and I will...
That's a very good way to learn. LiveATC.net. It's another good one.
Frontier Flight 3449, American contact 5 miles southwest of Des Moines. Good evening. Roger.
.6 nautical miles.
4162, cleared to Duluth, Papa. The 1051, turn right, direct Pikelet. Cross Pikelet about 3,300, cleared Alice, runway 9 approach.
Direct Pikelet, cross Pikelet at or above 3,300, cleared ILS, runway 9 approach, Delta 1051.
Traffic calling for clearance to Duluth, say again the call sign.
That was 4162.
West 4162, Minneapolis Center, cleared to the Duluth Airport. Minneapolis 9 departure, been as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 7,000. Departures this frequency, squawk 4544.
This goes 4162, clear to Duluth, Minneapolis 9 is filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 7,000. Departures with you, and the squawk is 4544.
That's 4162, read back correct. Runway 12 left, advisory for taxi.
12 left, full good, Golf Gus 4162.
Delta 1051, runway 9er, cleared land, wind 090 at 26, gust 40.
Clear land, runway 9, 1051.
26 gusting 40. That's fun. Not for us.
Air 337 Juliet Bravo, radar contact lost.
November 337 Juliet Bravo, yeah, we had to dip a little low here to get below the clouds, so we're coming back up 7 Juliet Bravo.
7 Juliet Bravo, roger. 7 Juliet Bravo, if you want to have our clearance to get above the clouds, let me know when I get you back in radar.
After that, thank you, 7 Juliet Bravo.
Yeah, Boston and New York both are, well, they're all good. They all go through extensive training. But patience. I will concur with that.
Delta 9899, descend at Thomas discretion, maintain 16,000, and I'll get the altimeter for you.
I didn't pay attention to where he was landing at.
Delta 9899. Well, altimeter is 3001.
I just happened to catch the last part.
Delta 9899.
Being up Center Walker 1550. I need subway for about 2 minutes.
Walker 1550, it's approved. Report back.
Switch us
7
over
Julie Bravo, radar
to the
contact
right
reestablished about 50 miles west of Des Moines, 3,500.
That all checks out. 7 Julie Bravo, give me a few moments here to get some charts up. We'll take that IFR. 7 Julie Bravo.
It'll just be Rochester via present heading anyway to get above the clouds that you can cancel.
Okay, we'll take it. 7 Julie Bravo.
7 Julie Bravo cleared to the Rochester airport via present heading. Climb and maintain 5,000.
November 337 Julie Bravo is cleared to the Rochester airport. Present heading, maintain 5,000. 7 Julie Bravo.
And if 5,000 is not high enough, let me know and I can get you higher.
Appreciate that. 7 Julie Bravo.
River's in sight. 35.8 miles to go. How you doing over there? Doing alright? If you get hot or cool, let me know. We'll try and accommodate that. What, are you having a good time? Are you enjoying the flight? Alright. Just about a beam Harold Davidson Field. Position check. Yep, I think that's what it was, Duluth.
Club 33, question for you.
Go ahead, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, just going direct to Wayne, or are you also stopping off it?
No, we're gonna go direct to Wayne via the arrival over Wakefield, Pilot Club 33.
I didn't miss that. Say again, please.
We're direct to Wayne, Pilot Club 33.
Club 33, roger.
Hey, Alpha Center Walker 1550, we're back on the flight deck.
Walker 1550, roger. Expect Dallas, runway 12 left approach.
ILS 12 left approach, Walker 1550. Minneapolis Center, November 237, Julia Bravo. We'll take 7,000 if available.
7 Julia Bravo, roger. Climb maintain 7,000.
7,000, 7 Julia Bravo.
Walker 1558 KQ, cleared Alice, runway 12 left approach.
KQ, 12 left approach, Walker 1550.
Quebec Victor Mike Sierra Airport information. Hotel 0055 Zulu weather wind 158 at 8 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 26 dew point 11 altimeter 2999 advice on
Winds are coming from 158. Kind of that way. Gonna put a little bit of wind correction in to maintain our course. One of the other admins of the Virtual USA Flying Club lives out this way in the Dakotas. I'm gonna have to ask him if it's actually this flat out here.
Delta 1051 clear of runway 9 on Alpha 4.
Delta 1051 Alpha to Brad, good night.
Alpha Brad, Delta 1051, thanks so much, have a good night.
I want to thank everyone for coming in this evening, hanging out on Tuesday. Hope your day has been well, and that you're doing good wherever you may be.
Delta 1051, I assume we're cleared to cross runway 3 Alpha.
Delta 1051 across runway 3.
Cross runway 3, 1051.
It looks like they're starting to roll in. And July SimVenture 2023 on Pilot Edge. Really looking forward to that. Had a really fun time last year. So that'll be a good time. 2 or 3 days of flying the arrival into Oshkosh. And then let's not forget about Flight Sim Expo 2023 coming up at the end of June, 23rd, 24th, 25th at the Lone Star Flight Museum. I know that several of you are already planning on attending. I'll be there myself. Hope to meet whoever might be down there. $25 miles to a destination. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing us out directly down towards Wakefield so we can join the arrival.
Minneapolis Center, November 337 Kilo Bravo. We'll go ahead and cancel the IFR. Appreciate the help, and we'll cancel flight following as well. Truth be told, we're going to have to drop off. Thank you for the help. 7 Julie Bravo. 7 Julie Bravo. IFR cancellation received. Squawk maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good night. Thank you very much. See you. Skywas 5135, Minneapolis Center. I see you identing on the boundary. If you're on this frequency, would you like to talk? Boy 3487, leave airspace. Chicago is closed. Frequency change approved.
Wakefield.
22.8, everything.
Highway 35. And then the junction. Pattern altitude was what again? Uh, 2432. 2400. So Wakefield, Highway 35, and the junction are at my reporting points. Wakefield, Highway 35, and the junction is where Highway 35 turns west and intersects with Highway 16. The junction with Highway 35 turns west and intersects with Highway 13. So I'm looking for Highway 13.
Minneapolis, good morning. Delta 1203 IFR, Vegas. Take in the numbers, please. Delta 1203. Delta 1203, Minneapolis Center, cleared to the Las Vegas McCarran Airport. Chef 1 departure, Roxanne, Meadows, final climb the acidic 718, 7000, squawk 1.
I can't positively identify the junction.
Vegas, Chef, Roxanne, 7000. With you, 1674-1203. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Read back correct on my 12 right for departure advisory for text. We'll call 1203. Give him the TMU reroute. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry, he's also on here. Minneapolis, Walker 1550, was I supposed to get radar vectors, 1-2 left? Walker 1550 negative, the KQ transition from the arrival onto the approach should guide you. Okay, I totally missed that, I apologize. I'm going to blow that, can you give me radar vectors? Walker 1550 to 718, 4000, turn left heading 120, vectors at
Alright, I think we got
Airport.
this. I think we can figure this out.
Down to 4000 left, 120, Walker 1550.
Pattern altitude was
2400. about 10 o'clock and 1-2 miles report in sight.
I got the report in sight.
1550, runway cleared visual first, runway 12 left, runway 12 left, cleared land, 11504.
To left, cleared land, marker 1550.
We got that wind farm over there off to our, I guess it's our 11 o'clock. Need to keep an eye out on. And it's out there a ways, but we are using that as a checkpoint. Sounds like someone's got a stuck mic. Not me. There it is. Alright, we're 12.8 nautical miles out. Pre-landing. We'll get to there. On our descent checklist, we're reaching the mixture, make sure our fuel's on both, carpet as needed. We'll see if we can grab someone else.
Delta 98.
We won't be able to get weather till we get a bit closer.
Approach 120.1. Good night.
20.1, Delta 98, 99, thanks.
Automated weather observation, Wayne Municipal. Wind 160 degrees at 9 knots.
Ram control, Delta 1203, information, Papa, ready for taxi.
Deploy 11, altimeter 3000.
Delta 1203, roger, go ahead.
Ready for taxi with Papa.
Delta 1203, runway 12 right, taxi via Alpha, cross runway forward, Alpha.
Alpha,
Sky clear.
cross forward Alpha for 12 right, Delta 1203.
3000. Automated weather observation, Wayne Municipal. Wind 160 degrees at 9 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 23. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2999.
Alright. Winds are still favoring south.
Delta 1681 Minneapolis.
Alright, I see the town of Wakefield directly at 12 o'clock.
Minneapolis Center, good evening, Delta 1681, flight level 360 with Foxtrot. Alright, say again, it's on the landline. Delta 1681, checking in with you, flight level 360 with Foxtrot. Delta 1681, Minneapolis Center, squawk 6334. 6334, Delta 1681.
Minneapolis Center, Walker 1550, cleared, 1 to the left, Papa 4, and if you can just pitch more and keep bags, that'd be appreciated.
Walker 1550, not a problem, and where are you parking?
We're headed to Echo 8 tonight.
1550, Papa the ramp, good night.
Papa the ramp, have a good night, Walker 1550.
Minneapolis Center, Pilot Club 33, we have our field in sight. Please go ahead and cancel our VFR flight following.
Club 33, roger, squawk maintain VFR, change to frequency change approved, good night.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, Pilot Club 33, thank you for your service, good night.
Yeah, no, Delta 1770.
Wayne traffic, Bravo Club 36, turning left base, runway 18 Wayne.
Wayne traffic, Wayne traffic, this is Pilot 510 plus 1, turning left at junction for Wayne Airport.
Wayne traffic, Bravo Club 36, turning final, runway 18 Wayne, full stop.
Alright, field's at our 3 o'clock. I see Highway 30, I believe.
Wayne traffic, this is Pilot 510 plus 1, turning right, turning to left, turning right for left, downwind 1918. Wayne traffic.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is overflying Wakefield to join the arrival runway 18 Wayne.
traffic, Pilot Club 36, clear runway 18, taxi to parking. Wayne.
Alright, there's Highway 30. Lift my right wing, looks clear. Let's make the turn. Start a descent. Carpeet's coming on.
Wayne traffic, this is Pilot 510 plus 1, turning left face, runway 18 left, full stop. Wayne traffic.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is joining Highway 30 for the arrival 18 Wayne. And pattern altitude was 2400. Yep. Yes, 2400. I think it was like 2430 something, but it's 2400 right now.
Wayne traffic, Pilot 510 and plus 1, turning left final, turning on final from 18 left, full stop landing. Wayne traffic.
Let's keep that wind correction in. Field elevation at Wayne, 1432. I've got one tile in the middle of all the surrounding ortho tiles that must have been taken in the summer. The rest are like taken in the fall.
Pilot Club 1496 is overflying Wiz. We're attending full stop runway 18.
Alright, we're at pattern altitude.
You can go ahead and land. This is Pilot 510. 510 is going around. Plus 1 is landing.
I'm gonna lift my right wing, looks clear. Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is over the junction and joining the left downwind, runway 18 full stop Wayne.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, 1 mile, 1,000 feet below.
Alright, we're being the numbers, showtime. Power back, carpeet on, flaps 10.
In traffic is Pilot 510.
80 miles per hour.
510 is gonna extend it downwind for runway 18 left. For 18, Wayne traffic.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 4673 is clear the runway for taxiing to parking. Wayne traffic.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is turning left face 18 full stop Wayne. And we need about 75 miles per hour on final. Or correction, about 70. I want 75 on base here. kind of blew us a little bit. Let's roll on into it. Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33, left base to final approach, full stop, 18 Wayne.
Wayne traffic, this Pilot Club 510, turning left base, runway 18, full stop, Wayne traffic.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 126 over plan route 16, full stop runway 18, Wayne traffic.
Just slipping it.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 510, turning left to final.
Drive it down to the center line.
18 full stop landing, Wayne traffic.
Alright, let's transition to a bit of a side slip. M-Stone, thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, and where to turn?
At the 510, short funnel, runway 18, full stop landing.
And where to turn right and exit 05?
Runway 23.
Runway 523.
Into runway 05.
We got one coming in on a short final. Let's spin around, try and see if we can see them come in. Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is clear the runway, Wayne. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 215 is at Windsor, turning north, inbound for a full stop.
Everyone alright?
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 510, clear of runway 18, we're taxiing the parking.
Pilot Club 510, that was an interesting landing.
Brake stroke working.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 33 is taxiing to the ramp via runway 05, Wayne.
Wayne traffic, Pilot Club 126 over the junction. We'll be turning west to enter the downwind runway 18, Wayne traffic.
Approaching runway 31.
Alright. Let's go over here and shut down. We'll go ahead and take this helicopter parking spot. Alright. After landing, flaps
Wayne
up.
traffic, Pilot Club
Park it
215,
up.
10 miles out at Highway 16, inbound full stop.
Roads off. Landing light off. Taxi light off. Leave our beacon on for now. Let's get our nav lights off. Transponders mode Charlie. Okay. Let's get our avionics off. Parking brake on. Let's get our G5 off. Okay. And mixture to lean. Max to off. And master off. Now beacon off. Okay. Wow. Hope everyone had a good flight. Let's head back to the FBO, chit chat for a minute, and say goodnight. I'll see you back there. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. I would like to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening as we flew another GA Tuesday event with the Pilot Club. Some of the events I can do due to the timing, some of them I cannot, but this one we were able to do. Real quick recap of our route. Departed out of Sioux Falls, Joe Foss Field, Class Delta. Easiest taxi clearance I've ever gotten in my life. Did a couple clearing turns and then did some steep turns and worked a power on stall. And yeah, the rest of the flight was pretty straightforward. We overflew Wakefield, reported that point, grabbed Highway 30. It was 30, yeah, Highway 30 as a reporting point. Flew up the junction and grabbed a left downwind base to final, runway 18. Yeah, so no incursions other than an almost near incursion while we were watching that other pilot come into land. It looked like he had it, and then I don't know if a wind gust blew him or if he had a rudder issue or whatever the case may be. Okay, I think that's it. Again, I would like to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out. Flying is fun, but it is always more fun when it's more than one, and you all make that happen for me.
So I do greatly appreciate it. I do want to give a quick thank you to Helen Killer Live, who came in with a follow this morning while we were offline. And STW222 came in and said hello at the beginning. M. Stein showed up. DreamNin showed up to say hi. WestJet showed up. Sorry I missed you pop in there, WestJet. Hope you're doing well. My journey to PPL. Hope you enjoyed your flight. WestJet, I appreciate that. My journey to PPL says that simulator is my goal. When I buy my next house, the basement is all mine for simulator and DJ room. There you go. So all you need is opportunity and a place to do it. DreamNid came in, said hello. Always a pleasure, my friend. Smitty Papa. If I did miss anybody, I do apologize. But I do appreciate you all coming in. Our next flight probably won't be until after the weekend. Get the kids the rest of the week and over the weekend. So probably next Monday we'll see each other again. If we do anything between then and now, it's going to be something impromptu. So until our next unscheduled flight, I hope you all take care and stay safe. Let's see who we can send you over to for the rest of your evening. Let's go and raid. Alright, looks like Tabletop Android is flying. Looks like he's still flying into Wayne, which is where we just landed. Mark is the GA coordinator for the pilot club, so we'll send you over there. We can kind of keep it along the same page. So, yeah, you all take care. Again, it was my pleasure. My name is Michael, and it was great flying with you. We'll see you next time.